Oscar Wilde once said, "Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary." It's a powerful reminder, especially in relationships. We often go above and beyond for those we adore, pouring our hearts into their happiness. Yet sometimes our efforts are met with indifference. They may take our kindness for granted, acting sweet when they need us, only to turn cold once they've achieved their aims, like a shadow disappearing with the setting sun. So how do you shift the dynamics and take control? By steering clear of these 11 critical mistakes, you'll notice a remarkable transformation in your interactions. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life, where we dive into the art of mastering relationships. Don't compromise your values and beliefs. In our journey through life, we often encounter crossroads where our values and beliefs are tested, especially in our interactions with others. This is particularly true in the realm of relationships, where the delicate dance of compromise and understanding plays a pivotal role. However, there's a profound difference between healthy compromise and the erosion of our core principles. This brings us to a crucial point: the importance of not compromising your values and beliefs when it comes to relationships with women or anyone for that matter. Picture this. Trying to alter your fundamental beliefs to align with someone else's is akin to forcing a square peg into a round hole. It's not only unnatural but also unsustainable. Your values and beliefs are akin to a compass, guiding you through the labyrinth of life's choices and challenges. They are the bedrock upon which your character is built, the unshakable pillars that define who you are at your core. Reflecting on the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, particularly the teachings of Epictetus, we find a resonating truth. Epictetus, a sage who navigated life's tumultuous seas with the steadiness of a Stoic mind, famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This profound statement underscores the importance of listening to others, absorbing their perspectives and understanding their beliefs. However, it also subtly reminds us to let our voice be heard, to stand firm in our convictions, and to ensure that our beliefs are not drowned out in the cacophony of others' opinions. When you find yourself in a relationship that demands the sacrifice of your fundamental values, it's a glaring red flag signaling incompatibility. A relationship, in its healthiest form, is a sanctuary where differing beliefs and values are not just tolerated but respected and accommodated. It's a harmonious blend of 2 souls, each with their unique set of principles, coexisting without the need to overshadow or convert the other. Your principles are not mere opinions that can be swayed by the changing tides of circumstance. They are the very essence of your character, the guiding stars in your moral galaxy. Compromising on these would mean losing a part of yourself, a fragment of your identity. As Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe." This harmony is disrupted when we betray our own principles. In the grand tapestry of life, each thread of belief and value we hold contributes to the intricate pattern of our character. Altering these threads can distort the beautiful design that is uniquely ours. Remember, in the pursuit of love or companionship, losing oneself is too high a price to pay. The right relationship will not ask you to change who you are at your core. Instead, it will celebrate and embrace your authentic self. So, as you navigate the waters of relationships, let your values be your anchor and your beliefs the sails that guide you. Listen with empathy, speak with conviction, and never lose sight of who you are. For in staying true to yourself, you attract those who appreciate the real you, and together, you create a symphony of harmonious individuality. Remember, in the words of Seneca, another Stoic luminary, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Let your trials not be the loss of your values, but the strengthening of them, as you journey through life with a serene mind and a resilient spirit. Don't neglect your own dreams and aspirations for theirs. In the realm of relationships, it's crucial to remember that, while supporting your partner is important, it's equally vital to not lose sight of your own dreams and aspirations. This concept is akin to navigating a ship against the wind. It's a strenuous and ultimately unfulfilling endeavor. When you consistently place your partner's ambitions above your own, you're essentially letting go of your dreams, setting them adrift in a sea of neglect. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, aptly stated, "A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions." This profound quote underscores the importance of your dreams and ambitions as integral parts of your identity. Sacrificing these for someone else's psyche is tantamount to losing a piece of who you are. It's essential to embrace your aspirations with the same fervor and dedication that you would show in supporting your partner's dreams. Your dreams are not just idle fantasies. They are the guiding stars in your life's journey, the blueprints of your future. They deserve your attention and effort. The key here is balance, a harmonious blend of mutual support and personal growth. By supporting each other's dreams, you create a partnership that is both nurturing and empowering. However, this support should never come at the cost of abandoning your own aspirations. Now consider the story of a sailor who, in his love for the sea, dreams of exploring distant shores. However, he falls in love with someone who dreams of a life anchored in one place. If he gives up his dream to stay ashore, he might provide happiness to his partner, but at the cost of his own fulfillment. Years later, he might find himself looking out at the sea, wondering what adventures he missed. This allegory teaches us that while compromise is part of any relationship, it should not involve completely sacrificing our dreams. In conclusion, the lesson here is clear. While it's noble and often necessary to support your partner's dreams, it should not lead to the abandonment of your own. Your aspirations are a vital part of your identity and contribute significantly to your personal fulfillment and growth. Strive for a balance where both partners' dreams are nurtured and respected. This approach not only leads to personal satisfaction, but also fosters a healthier, more supportive relationship. Remember, in the journey of life, it's important to sail together, but it's equally important to maintain your own course. Don't share everything about your past, especially your hardest times. Picture this. You're on a journey, a voyage through life, where every experience, particularly the challenging ones, shapes you. Now imagine sharing every detail of this journey, especially the hardest parts, with someone else. It's akin to unveiling every secret chapter of your life's book. These experiences, especially the tough ones, are deeply personal. They are the crucibles that have forged your character, not mere stories for others to casually peruse or judge. Friedrich Nietzsche, a profound thinker, once remarked, "When we're weak, old ideas we've beaten come back to challenge us." This insight is particularly relevant here. When you lay bare all your past secrets, you're essentially reopening old wounds, inviting past demons to resurface. It's like standing in a battlefield, once again vulnerable to the arrows of hurt and manipulation. These secrets, these chapters of your life are your armor. They are not just stories, they are lessons learned, battles fought, and victories won. By sharing them indiscriminately, you risk handing over your shield to someone else. It's essential to tread this path with caution. Share, yes, but only what feels necessary. Guard the core chapters of your story. They are what have made you resilient, what have taught you strength. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, "He who does not wish to be vulnerable must not expose himself." Your life story is a sacred narrative, a treasure trove of personal triumphs and lessons. It's not a tale for others to relish or critique for their amusement. In this journey of life, especially in relationships, it's vital to maintain a balance between openness and self-protection. While sharing fosters connection, indiscriminate sharing can lead to unnecessary exposure and harm. Remember, your past, your struggles, and your victories are your own. They are not tickets for someone else's entertainment or judgment. They are the chapters that have written your unique story, a story that you have the right to guard and share at your discretion. So as you navigate through the ebbs and flows of life and relationships, remember to protect your inner sanctuary. Share your story, but also safeguard it. Let your experiences be your guide, your strength, and your shield. In doing so, you honor not only yourself but also the journey that has shaped you into the person you are today. And don't change your life just to match someone else's. In the journey of life, especially for men between the ages of 30 and 65, there's a pivotal lesson to be learned. Never alter the essence of your life just to align with someone else's expectations. This is akin to squeezing into a pair of shoes that are far too small. Such an action only brings discomfort and is utterly unnecessary. Each stride taken in an attempt to mirror another's path only diverts you from your own unique journey. In doing so, you inadvertently sacrifice your natural pace and blur the vision of your personal ambitions. Reflecting on the wisdom of Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, he aptly noted that trying to be everywhere at once is essentially being nowhere at all. This resonates profoundly when you find yourself constantly striving to meet the expectations of others, leading to a loss of self-identity. It's akin to a rainbow losing its vibrant hues to blend into the monotony of the sky. Embrace your individuality. Let your true colors shine through with pride. Reshaping your life to fit into someone else's narrative is a path fraught with compromise and dissatisfaction. It's essential to remember that your life is not a series of concessions to be made for others. You are the author of your own story, a unique narrative that deserves to be told in its authentic form. Your existence isn't about molding yourself to fit into someone else's world. It's about carving your own path, embracing your true self, and living a life that resonates with your deepest values and aspirations. In today's fast-paced world, where societal pressures often dictate our choices, it's more important than ever to heed this advice. Your interactions and relationships should be an extension of your true self, not a performance tailored to suit others. Remember, the most profound respect and genuine connection stem from authenticity and self-respect. Don't waste so much time on them. Seneca once said, "It's not that our lives are short, but that we waste too much of it." Consider time as your most precious resource, a finite treasure that once spent cannot be reclaimed. The act of pouring all your time and energy into another person can be likened to casting your valuable hours into an abyss. Each moment excessively focused on someone else is a moment of your own life, irrevocably lost. This is not to suggest that investing time in relationships is futile, but rather, it calls for a mindful allocation of this priceless asset. The Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of self-awareness and balance. In the context of relationships, this translates to understanding the value of your time and not allowing it to be consumed by the demands of others. It's about striking a harmonious balance where you don't lose yourself in the pursuit of pleasing someone else. Your time should be a reflection of your priorities, where personal growth, happiness, and fulfillment take precedence. To embody this principle, it's crucial to reclaim your time and recognize that it belongs to you and not to others. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or uncaring, but rather, it's about nurturing a healthy relationship where your time is respected and valued. Engage in activities that enrich your life, contribute to your growth, and bring you joy. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, learning something new, or simply enjoying moments of solitude, these are the instances that define the quality of your life. In essence, the lesson here is about exercising control over your own time. It's a call to be mindful of how you spend your most valuable asset and to ensure that it's invested in ways that are meaningful to you. By doing so, you not only enhance your own life, but also set a precedent for how others should value and respect your time. Remember, time is the canvas on which the story of your life is painted. Make sure it's a masterpiece that truly reflects who you are. Don't push away your friends or family for someone else. In the journey of life, especially in the realm of relationships, it is crucial not to push away your friends or family for someone else. Picture your life as a robust tree, with each friend and family member representing a vital branch. These branches have grown with you, offering support and strength. If you begin to distance yourself from them due to an obsession with a new relationship, it's akin to severing these supporting branches one by one. This act of distancing not only leads to the loss of friends, but also dismantles your essential support network. Reflect on the words of Plato, who wisely observed, "People are like soil. They can either help you grow or stop your growth and cause you to wither. By isolating yourself from your loved ones for the sake of another's approval, you're treading a perilous path, one that may lead to more harm than good. In the spirit of Stoicism, consider the words of Seneca: "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This wisdom reminds us to cherish and maintain the bonds we have in the present moment, including those with friends and family. These relationships are the bedrock of your life, providing a foundation of support and love. It's essential to nurture these connections, as they are the ones who have stood by you through various phases of life. Therefore, make a conscious effort to reconnect with those important people in your life. Look after your network of support with the same diligence and care you would give to a cherished garden. Your friends and family are unique. They're not just branches of a tree, but are the roots that keep you grounded. Stay close to those who have always supported you, and in doing so, you'll find that your life remains balanced and enriched, even as new relationships blossom. This approach not only aligns with modern life's challenges, but also offers a timeless piece of advice for maintaining harmony in one's personal journey. Avoid conforming to others' desires at the expense of your own joy. Imagine wearing a mask that stifles your breath, solely to comfort another. This is akin to consenting to activities you detest, a betrayal of your true preferences and essence. It's as if you're obscuring your cherished hues with unappealing shades. Albert Camus insightfully remarked, "To be truly happy, don't worry too much about others." Succumbing to external pressures, rather than following your heart, breeds resentment and erodes self-esteem. Therefore, shed that mask. Resist the urge to habitually acquiesce. Embrace the power of refusal when confronted with distasteful choices. Your existence isn't a theatrical performance aimed at pleasing spectators. Embody authenticity. Uphold sincerity in your choices. If an action feels discordant, abstain. Chart your path, not one dictated by others. Recall that you are the protagonist of your narrative, not a mere supporting role in another's tale. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This echoes the importance of listening to your inner voice and living a life that resonates with your true self, rather than merely echoing the desires of others. In modern life, where external influences are omnipresent, this advice becomes even more pertinent. Listen to your inner Stoic guide, and let your actions be a reflection of your authentic self, not a mirror of someone else's expectations. Don't let anything harm your mental health or happiness. In this segment, we delve into a crucial aspect of personal well-being, especially in the context of relationships: the importance of safeguarding your mental health and happiness. Picture this: sacrificing your own mental health for someone else's sake is akin to setting your own house ablaze just to keep them warm. It's a destructive act that defies logic. Imagine you're in a boat, rowing tirelessly to reach someone else's shore of happiness, while your own shore fades into the distance. This is what happens when you neglect your own well-being to please someone else. You inadvertently hand over the reins of your happiness to them. The result? You strive to fill their cup of joy, while yours remains empty. It's time to pause, step back, and reclaim your rightful place at the helm of your life. Your mental health and happiness are sacred treasures, not bargaining chips to be traded away in the market of relationships. Remember, you're not a secondary character in someone else's narrative. You are the protagonist of your own life story. Guard your peace and happiness with the vigilance of a seasoned warrior. Build your mental fortitude like a fortress that stands impervious to external control. Let no one, no matter who they are, steal your joy. You are the sovereign of your own mind, not a mere stepping stone for others. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Apply this Stoic wisdom in your relationships. Choose to respond with self-respect and self-care. Choose to prioritize your mental health. By doing so, you not only nurture your own well-being, but also set a foundation for healthier, more balanced relationships. In conclusion, remember that your journey through life is yours alone. Others may walk with you, but no one can walk it for you. Embrace your role as the main character in your life's story. Protect your mental health and happiness with the same intensity as you would protect your most cherished possessions. For in the end, these are the very things that define the quality of your life's journey. Don't ruin your life by being too obsessed with someone. In the realm of relationships and personal growth, it's crucial to maintain a balance between caring for others and nurturing oneself. This concept is vividly illustrated in the second principle. Don't ruin your life by being too obsessed with someone. Imagine your life as a celestial body in the vast universe of experiences. When you become overly fixated on another person, it's akin to transforming into a satellite, perpetually orbiting around them. This relentless focus can cause you to lose sight of your own path and dreams. Your unique identity begins to fade, overshadowed by the overwhelming concern for their needs and desires. It's comparable to diverting all your life-sustaining water to someone else while you stand there, parched and neglected. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "If you are at peace with yourself, you are at peace with the world." This profound insight underscores the importance of internal balance. Overemphasis on another individual can disrupt this equilibrium, leading to a loss of self-worth and autonomy. You risk becoming a mere shadow, confined to living by their dictates and losing touch with your intrinsic value. To avoid this pitfall, it's essential to step back from their sphere of influence. Cease being merely a moon, gravitating around their planet. Instead, ignite your inner sun, casting your own luminous path. Remember, your life is not a secondary character in someone else's narrative. You are the protagonist of your own story, deserving of a plot where you shine brightly. Now consider the tale of Icarus who, in his ambition to soar, neglected his own well-being, leading to his downfall. This myth serves as a poignant reminder of the dangers of losing oneself in the pursuit of others. To conclude, the lesson here is clear. Prioritize your own journey and well-being. While it's noble to care for others, it should not come at the cost of your own dreams and identity. Embrace your role as the main character in your life's story, and let your unique light shine undimmed. This balance is not only essential for personal fulfillment, but also for cultivating healthy, equitable relationships. Don't let fear of being alone drive your choices. In our journey through life, we often encounter crossroads where our choices define our path. One such critical decision is the choice of companionship, particularly in the context of relationships with women. It's essential to recognize that the fear of being alone should never be the compass guiding these choices. This concept is akin to navigating through life's journey without a map, allowing fear to steer us into uncharted and often undesirable territories. The wisdom of Aristotle resonates profoundly here. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. This timeless insight encourages us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-appreciation. In the solitude of our own company, we find the clarity and strength to make decisions that align with our true selves. It's in these moments of introspection that we understand the value of our own presence in our lives. When we let fear, particularly the fear of loneliness, dictate our choices, we risk settling for relationships that may not align with our values or aspirations. It's akin to a ship setting sail without a destination, vulnerable to the whims of the sea. Instead, embracing solitude can be a powerful experience, allowing us to develop a relationship with ourselves that is both enriching and enlightening. In the context of Stoicism, this principle is particularly relevant. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, perceptions, and actions. When we apply this to our relationships, it becomes clear that seeking companionship out of fear is a relinquishment of control. It's a surrender to external circumstances rather than an assertion of our inner strength and wisdom. Consider the allegory of a gardener who nurtures a garden. If the gardener plants seeds out of fear, perhaps fear of an empty garden or fear of what others might think, the garden may not reflect his true desires or potential. However, if the gardener plants seeds that resonate with his soul, nurtures them with love and attention, the garden becomes a reflection of his inner world, a sanctuary of peace and beauty. Similarly, in relationships, choosing a partner should be an act of adding beauty and value to our life's garden, not a response to the fear of an empty space. There was once a traveler who, fearing solitude, always sought companionship. In his travels, he encountered various individuals, some who led him astray, others who dimmed his spirit. It wasn't until he embraced a journey alone that he discovered his true path, filled with self-awareness and purpose. This journey alone was more enriching than any he had taken with others. It taught him the value of his own company and the importance of choosing companions who complemented, rather than filled, a void in his life. In conclusion, the lesson here is profound yet simple. Cherish your own company and make relationship choices based on value addition rather than fear. Embrace solitude as a period of growth and self-discovery. When you do decide to share your journey with someone, let it be because they illuminate your path, not because you fear the darkness of walking alone. This approach not only leads to more fulfilling relationships, but also aligns with the Stoic philosophy of focusing on what we can control, our choices and our responses to our fears. Remember, in the garden of life, plant seeds that resonate with your true self, and watch as your world flourishes with authenticity and joy. Don't forget to celebrate your achievements, even if they seem small. It's a common scenario where men, in their pursuit to meet societal expectations or to please others, inadvertently sideline their own successes. This oversight, seemingly trivial, can have profound implications on one's self-perception and confidence. Let's consider this through a more relatable lens. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the summit. Now, if you only focus on the peak, ignoring the small milestones, the journey becomes daunting, and your progress seems insignificant. However, by acknowledging each step, you not only appreciate the journey, but also recognize your own resilience and strength. This is akin to our life's journey, where every small achievement is a step towards our larger goals. Epictetus, a sage of Stoicism, profoundly stated that our aim should not solely be to garner admiration from others, but to find admiration within ourselves. This wisdom resonates deeply with our topic. It's about shifting the focus from external validation to internal appreciation. When you take a moment to acknowledge your own efforts and achievements, you're not just patting yourself on the back. You're building a foundation of self-respect and self-confidence. This internal celebration is a testament to your journey, your struggles, and your perseverance. Moreover, celebrating your progress is not just about self-recognition. It's a reinforcement of your personal journey's significance. Your accomplishments, no matter how minor they may seem in the grand scheme of things, are uniquely yours. They are the product of your hard work, determination, and character. By celebrating these achievements, you're not just honoring the outcome, but also the values and qualities that got you there. In the context of interactions with women, this principle holds a special significance. It's about presenting yourself as someone who values his own journey and efforts. This self-appreciation is not just attractive, but also sets a foundation of mutual respect and admiration. It's about being a man who recognizes his worth and, in turn, can appreciate and respect the journey of others. So, as you navigate through life, remember to pause and celebrate your victories, big or small. Let these celebrations be a reminder of your capabilities and a fuel for your future endeavors. As Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In this context, it means rising above the societal norm of constant comparison and external validation, and instead, finding strength and pride in your own achievements. In conclusion, your journey, with its unique challenges and triumphs, is what shapes you. Embrace it, celebrate it, and let it be a source of strength and inspiration, both for yourself and for those you interact with. In the grand tapestry of life, it's essential to remember that our journey is not solely about reaching a destination, but about cherishing each step along the way. This echoes the Stoic philosophy where the emphasis is placed on the power of personal choices and living in harmony with one's true nature. As Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, profoundly stated, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This reminds us that our happiness and peace stem from within, not from external circumstances or the validation of others. You possess the inner strength and wisdom to make decisions that resonate with your core, even if they diverge from the expectations of others. As you traverse the path of life, it's crucial to nurture virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These are the hallmarks of a life well lived, not the degree to which you align with someone else's expectations or desires. Remember, you are endowed with the freedom to carve your own path, to celebrate your individuality, and to author your own narrative, anchored in your values and beliefs. There's no need to compromise your integrity or sacrifice your well-being to appease others. Instead, embrace the responsibility of shaping your life, making choices that mirror your authentic self. The Stoics believed that true freedom is internal, stemming from the understanding that our thoughts and actions are within our control. So when you're tempted to conform, to relinquish your time, or to share beyond your comfort zone, remember that you have the agency to choose differently. You're not bound to live by someone else's script. You have the privilege to craft your own based on what truly matters to you. As we conclude this video, let's reflect on the Stoic wisdom we've explored today. Remember, your life is a canvas, and you are the artist. Each decision you make, each path you choose, paints a unique picture of your journey. The Stoic teachings remind us that our true power lies in our ability to control our actions, our thoughts, and our responses to the world around us. In the spirit of Stoicism, I encourage you to apply these principles in your daily life. Embrace your individuality, cherish your dreams, and stand firm in your values. Remember, you are the author of your own story, not a character in someone else's narrative. Your life is about finding balance, pursuing your own aspirations, and staying true to your core beliefs. I invite you to share in the comments how you plan to implement these Stoic principles in your life. What steps will you take to ensure that you remain true to yourself and your path? Your insights and experiences can inspire and encourage others in our community. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern living. Together, let's continue to grow, learn, and embody the resilience and serenity that Stoicism offers. Remember, every day is an opportunity to practice these teachings and to live a life of purpose, happiness, and inner peace. Until next time, stay stoic and embrace the journey of self-discovery and personal growth.